Yo, what the fuck is up, man? It's your boy Skinny Penis, and I'm here to talk to y'all niggas. You feel me? Yo, so real quick, yo. The thoughts, views, and opinions that are discussed in this podcast are pure jokes. Alright? They jokes. So there's no need to be butthurt about it. Alright? We are not a news podcast, and we're not Joe Rogan. You feel me? We're not the Joe Rogan experience. He's one of a kind. Anyways. Also, we advise that you do not show this to your mothers. Alright? Parental guidance is advised. All right. So don't be a bitch. Just come in, enjoy, have fun. All right. Listen, let's just have a good time.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to the fucking podcast, yo. One hand king.
Motherfucking king.
Yo, he's eliminated.
Esta mujer es mi ser, pero ninguna son tu mamacita. Te quiero ver para tenerte en mi vida. Dime qué tengo que hacer.
Okay, so can you hear us, Carrie?
So you're here.
Awesome.
She can hear us, or we can't hear
So
her.
we cannot hear you. I don't know if it's because you're not saying anything, because you haven't said a darn thing.
I haven't said anything. Can you hear me?
Okay, perfect. I forget. She has like the best sound setup because like her husband was like this big music guy. So like when she's quiet, she's like deaf quiet. Like, oh man. All right, so we're all here. All right, Soto's the last one. He's got to turn on his camera. All right, Soto, we love you. You're the latest person.
You said her husband used to be this big music guy. She probably got a crazy audio interface. And I'll be mad jealous.
That's the
I'll
least.
be
That's
mad
the
jealous.
least of what they got.
I have a little focus right. It's garbage, but it works.
All right. What's going on, everybody? This is our first live show. This is pretty exciting.
Pretty as fuck.
Who?
The logos.
No, it looks fine. We are live though, so say hi, Achilles, as you interrupted our intro.
We live.
What up, chat?
Yo.
Yeah, he wanted to be live. I don't know.
Yo.
What up, everybody?
You know,
All right,
you know, Sage is in his own realm. I don't know.
we are live, boys and girls. Welcome. We have a big little panel for us. We missing a couple of people that were supposed to be here, but you know, we're not upset. We're happy, and we're gonna push on through. We have two wonderful ladies with us today. We have Kimberly Allison. What's going on, Kimberly? How you doing? How you feeling today?
Hello, I'm good. How's everybody?
Everybody's great. Now here we have old co-host. My God, when I talk about my anime, she's been around since young Sage was before even a Sage, and we're taking it.
Careful.
It's just funny when he mentioned the word old, her face was like,
No, trust me, I've had enough zeros in my life to know that mistake. But we do have Carrie over here today, the Stone and the Jedi original. We are reunited. This is amazing. Super excited. And these guys, these guys are here too. These guys. Yeah,
we don't matter as much.
I am the phenomenal Achilles, right? The phenomenal, right?
Phenomenal. First time I've seen you. Okay, that's a big word. Okay. All right.
that's
Oh,
the
that's
T word too, right
That's the
there.
T word.
Yo,
You know
spell
what
it
I'm
out for
saying?
me. Do me a favor, spell it out.
I was gonna do that, but I didn't want
All
to.
right, see,
I didn't want to put him on the spot.
the way how my brain is set up. All right, let's take that back. Anyways, yeah, let's use another word. I'm Achilles, okay? Just Achilles. You know? Yeah.
And I'm the best person in this panel besides the two wonderful ladies that we have here. Pretty sure they're fucking amazing.
Wow.
Especially Carrie failing Sage after all those Fs. So happy about
Damn.
that. I also want to ask you, Carrie, how was his English? Definitely sidetracking here. I don't care. How was it? Was it bad?
Oh
It was
no,
bad,
you don't
no?
even want to know.
I
I was
swear,
a
guys.
student. I want to know.
Damn.
We're gonna get into potting soon. I promise you guys. This is not like a fake thing. We're trying to throw you guys in.
But my real name is Andy, but I go by Benny. I'm the co-founder of Bro Talk Podcast. But Sage is definitely Atlas in this. He's carrying the podcast. You know who that
As
is?
you
do you?
should.
I hope you know who that is.
I'm pretty
Alright.
sure he does.
I don't. We're gonna shampoo. Introduce yourself. Be nice about it.
Hi, I'm Puppy Shampoo, also known as Los. I'm 28, you know, 2 kids. I really don't hang around with these guys here.
This is-
you know,
this is-
they're the ugly ones of the group, you know, so.
This kind of got into like a Tinder bio
Especially-
thing a little bit. We're gonna pivot
Sure.
from this. All right, so we brought you ladies
crazy.
here right, to have a conversation because, as you guys have seen, it's a sausage fest in this podcast. All right. We have we're part of one side of the street and we know one side of the street, okay? So we're trying not to get canceled. And we thought, hey, by not getting canceled, let's have some females in here, have them educate us, learn how to approach this correctly, what to say, what not to say. Because last episode, it was kind of crazy. We said a couple of things that wasn't all right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for that to come out. But in advance, we are sorry. All right? We are very sorry. We did not mean none of that stuff.
We did put a disclaimer though.
We did.
Yeah, we did. And if you got hurt, that sounds personal. I'm sorry.
So the conversation that we have going on is right now sexual assault of P. Diddy and what's happening. The cases are kind of old, talking about all that stuff. And growing up in New York, Carrie's, she has a profession where she's in New York. It's no shy of knowing, like, we see this all the time. So, one, I just want to go around with the guys first, and give our thoughts and opinions on that situation, and then we'll give it off to the ladies to humble us and tell us where we're wrong. I feel like that's where that will go. So, Achilles, since you're phenomenal.
I'm phenomenal. I'm not phenomenal. Okay, so what you want me to start talking about?
Diddy.
Exactly.
Sexual assault allegations. That whole concept. Like brush talk after what we talked about last episode with like little cliff notes of your opinions and what you feel.
I mean, I don't know. Like I was watching a couple of videos and like I'm gonna like more and less talk about the recent videos I was watching and whatnot about like how not only Diddy did what they are claiming that Diddy did, but also that Jay-Z is like another guy that actually been doing like the same thing that Diddy, and they, mind you, they're super close, they're super best friends and shit like that. Like, I saw a video I was watching about some female there. I forgot what was her name. It was like, it didn't even have her name. It had like some like team, I guess, name or whatever. And like they was just breaking down like how they like both do like basically the same thing. And like if you think that P. Diddy is the bad guy, you have to actually see Jay-Z, and he actually 10 times worse than actually P. Diddy. He just strategized and like played it like way different than P. Diddy did. He was just reckless. Like
those Rock Nation parties, man.
Also, I just want to say Jay-Z and Rock Nation and everybody out there, we have no beef with you people. Achilles is his own standalone independent party and his opinions, and we do not compete with that.
I did say that
we don't know what be happening in those parties, bro.
I did say that there's a video that I seen.
Listen, guys, this is a touchy subject, all right? We're messing with billionaires here, okay? I'm being behaved, all right? You can ask Carrie. That's a new thing for me, okay? I'm being nice. Let's just not get some cease and desist letters, okay? It would be crazy. Thank you, Achilles. Jay-Z, I love you.
First and foremost.
Yeah, invite Jay-Z, invite Sage to a party so the next day our podcast could be big. Just do it.
Wow,
I'll do it.
This is when y'all, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my man,
the legend.
He's
about to drive us through this podcast.
It's about time, baby. Yes.
So glad you woke up, puppy. All right, we're gonna let you answer last since you just woke up, Papicito. Okay. Ambi, your thoughts and opinions. If it's changed, what did your wife say to you last night that made you change? You know.
You don't want my wife's opinion, bro. So my wife she's definitely not cultured about that situation. She don't know who Diddy is until I showed her a picture. She still don't know who he is, but her thing straight off the bat without knowing anything was, if it happened in the 90s, why did they come out so late about it? But that's because every female is different. So it's like, I'm pretty sure a good percentage of the population of whoever knows about the situation, not just America, they know about in Europe too, but I'm pretty sure that a good percentage of the population thinks, why are y'all coming with this stuff up now? Like, is this, that was my first thought when it happened with the Bill Cosby thing, with the R. Kelly thing. I'm like, y'all coming on mad late, but the Bill Cosby.
But they're saying like it all starts somewhere type shit.
Yeah. No, that's fine. The Bill Cosby thing, that's a whole different complication, because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm sorry. I like to believe in some stuff. And ever since he tried to buy NBC, all that stuff happened. But that's another conversation. The R. Kelly thing, he's just wild. Like R. Kelly's wild. But in this the Cassie thing, I saw it coming. It made sense.
Okay.
Like that was not too quiet, too perfect. Nah. Something was happening behind closed doors that nobody knew about. And all of a sudden, Cassie's not making more music, or she's not in movies anymore how she used to be. Ever since she got with Diddy's, like even if you're good off, I'm pretty sure she would love to
Her
do her own
acting,
projects.
her acting sucked, but
Never.
This,
I guess
this,
Step
that's
Up
another.
to the Street was the shit.
Okay.
Stop
All
right.
playing. She
Okay.
killed it. All
Yeah,
right.
she did
She-
really good at
You know what I'm saying?
stepping.
She killed
Oh my
it.
god, what a great! She's right up there
but
with Denzel.
They definitely
Yeah.
you
didn't
going
step
based
for sure.
on a conspiracy theory that you heard though? Like that's why you saying like they like basically blocked her off from like every
She got
income that she was
blackballed.
basically.
She got
Yeah, I was
blackballed.
about
Okay,
Okay.
That's what it is. But I'm pretty sure everybody just thought, oh, she's with Diddy. She got mad money. She don't got to do none of that. But I'm pretty sure she wanted to.
okay. Thank you so much,
she wanted to
Andy.
make her own money. Yeah.
I hate you, Bill Cosby. You ruined my life. My childhood's over.
Stop.
Hello?
Lil Bill was the shit. Stop.
Poppy Shampoo,
Little Bill's
the
crazy.
newest person in our podcast. I love your shirt, by the way. You're looking very nice and sexy. Talk to me.
Appreciate it.
Give me your input. You missed last episode.
The thing with Cassie, I could see it. The only thing that really threw me off was those other three girls. Randomly, two of them filed the same lawsuit on the same day. Like, I just found that a little bit weird. Like, you found out that they settled outside of court. They didn't
Mhm.
want to go through all of that. And then now all these women decide to just pop up out of nowhere. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So, like, I just found that a little bit fishy. So, I could see the
But
thing
fishy,
with Cassie,
fishy
because
in
maybe
what
that's just,
sense?
like, as in, what's it? Like it was just weird. Like you had all this time. One of them was from like 1991. Bro, you had all this time to bring this up. You waited for someone else, you know what I'm saying, to bring that up for you to bring up your situation that happened 30, like almost what, 32 years ago?
About
You know
to
what
be,
I'm saying?
yeah.
So like, you know what I'm
Close to
saying?
it.
Like, I know there's no limitations on sexual assault or anything like that, but it's just still like, I just found that suspect as hell. Like, why? Why try to drag his name through the mud just because you wanted a little bit of money? That's how I'm taking it.
So you're
Okay.
saying that they're doing it now because of the money?
I feel as though it's that. Yeah.
I feel like
because
they could
he
have
settled-
been do it for the money. That's why I was
But-
saying like
But it took Cassie to come out for them to, you know what I'm saying? It took her to come out for them to come out to, oh yeah,
felt that.
since he
Okay.
settled already outside of, you know what I'm saying? So I just-
it's like Sage said the other day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it, like we need to understand, like, it's females like doing this, you know, and a quote unquote man world and then whatever. But we're talking about a man that actually has power. You feel
and
me?
money.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like they wasn't probably like they was either scared, they didn't know how to go about it, like you know what I'm saying. But it just they just waited for the perfect time, which is now. You know what I'm saying? Cassie, you know what I'm saying, got in there, started, you know what I'm saying, exposing him, and they wanted to all jump in the bubble because like the same thing happened to them too. I mean, personally, if I was a female, I think I would have done the same thing. Honestly,
Okay. So
why not?
Yeah.
I'll let you speak, please.
I don't know. I feel like for me, like, you gotta have evidence, bro. Like, there's a lot of people, especially now with this whole Me Too movement, like, people were just saying shit and gotten no proof of it. Like, no alibis, no place, location. They just saying shit. And I feel like there's a bunch of situations where, like, a bunch of guys get their life thrown away because of it, because of allegations. And with the whole Diddy shit, I'm pretty sure he did it because there's a bunch of fucking stories of him doing some wild shit. But with the whole Cassidy shit, I mean, like, I don't know. I definitely feel like he did it, but like I said, I feel like there has to be a bunch of evidence, especially since you're gonna fuck up a guy's life like that. But
Okay.
that's me.
All right. Kimberly,
Well,
humble us. Or start it off. Start it off.
I mean, you guys kind of all
Wait,
have
hold
a
on. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Kim. So sorry. But say
Yeah.
you didn't say nothing.
What?
Sage
Well,
didn't even.
Oh yeah.
I don't have an opinion. I like to use my Fifth Amendment to actually plead the
Oh
fifth.
nah, we're not doing
on these
this. We're not doing
allegations.
We're not
this.
doing that.
We're not doing this.
Nah,
No,
we are
I'm
not pleading the
sorry.
fifth.
feel
Ain't
like
no
No,
pleading
we're
the
not.
fifth.
No,
Ain't
we're
no
not.
pleading
Yeah,
the
Now
it's
fifth.
not
listen,
pleading the
okay,
fifth.
okay,
Don't
okay,
fold.
okay. So I've been doing so in a span of 7 days, right? As I've been making all you guys do all this research and stuff, I've been doing a lot of other research, and I've been doing a lot of case searching and doing all this stuff, and it has me somewhat torn. So in a sense, I feel like yeah. So in the Cassie situation, right, which I feel like that's so heavily detailed. I feel like there's certain things there that are really true, and maybe she threw in a couple of extra sauce, like how people do. We're not gonna say females, we're gonna be nice. We can say people because I do it as well. Papi Shampoo did it the other day. Keely's is known for doing it. We're all known. So, maybe she added some salt, but the stuff that is definitely true is bad enough that she had to settle for. Now, these other girls coming out of nowhere, out of the woodwork and all that stuff, maybe it is true. The 90s was a wild time. Like, finger popping was a thing. Like it was a wild thing in the 90s. Like I remember I had I used to hang out with a bunch of like elderly people, and they used to talk about I was finger popping this girl in the club, finger popping this girl in the movie theaters, finger popping this. It was crazy. It's like no wonder people have trigger fingers. But anyway, so I would say maybe yeah, that happened. And then maybe they got afraid because Diddy was part of Bad Boys. He's part of all these gang affiliations. They got pretty scared for 30 years. And now that this bill in New York City came out, where there's basically saying like, hey, if you were sexually assaulted, no matter what year it is, up until this time, you can file for civil, and we got you.
Get
Maybe
30
that
years
was
is crazy, especially when the
maybe
person
maybe
don't
that
really
was their
know you like
beacon.
that.
Maybe maybe that was their beacon. That's my stance on it. Those are all the facts I've laid out. That's everything that I know. Kimberly, it's your turn.
Sold out.
Well, I mean, you all kind of have a generalized same point, and it's kind of understandable to match with each one of yours. I guess in an aspect of in a female point of view, some women are afraid to come out and say because what if it didn't really happen? What if it's something that you think you thought happened or something that you're not sure of because nobody else talks about it and it is with someone of higher power like Diddy.
Yeah.
It I'm sure it did happen with everything that has been coming out in the last few years between Jeffrey Epstein and then the Jay-Z stuff, the Diddy stuff. Everything is semi-connected with everything else, especially in a more wealthy like stage or setting.
Yeah.
Most
100%.
people, they could just buy whatever they want and they can get away with almost anything. But it takes maybe someone else of a higher power, but in a female aspect that has gone through the same thing that potentially makes that person be like, okay, maybe it is time. Maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe that really did happen. I would like to like figure it out and like maybe actually tell my story. Some people need the encouragement or not to feel like maybe it didn't happen. Everything is like a simulation.
How about that? I like that. All right. Carrie, young master Jedi.
I think I agree with what Kimberly said. Actually, when I first started reading about this, because I didn't really know that much about it, I was I kind of glossed over the whole Cassie thing, and I was looking at the more recent one. The I think she was 17 when this
Yeah.
all happened,
Mhm.
and I was just thinking like, when you have a 17-year-old girl in the music culture where it's like,
Yeah.
everyone wants to be a hanger on, right? They all want to be with the band or the star or whatever. And it could be that she was in over her head. At 17, she didn't really know what was going on, except for she was like excited that she was going to be part of this group, whatever. I'm not making excuses for her. I'm kind of wondering where the hell her mother was, that she was at a club and everything else at 17,
For
like,
sure. Support. Yeah. Okay.
but that doesn't mean that, that was her fault. Like she probably got in over her head. And then all this happened, and then to address, the question, like, why'd you wait so long? And then my first thought when I was hearing about this is like, yeah, why did you wait so long? Like, that's kind of suspicious there. But I mean, like what Kimberly was saying, she's 17, at least that one, and I think some of the other ones were pretty young too. Like, did that really happen the way I think it happened? Maybe that's what was supposed to happen. And, I
Exactly.
said it was okay, but and she did, so maybe that's what it took
Exactly.
so long for her to kind of come up with that. That was my ultimate thought after my initial what the fuck reaction. So
Okay. Okay. So now let's circle around back. So you said, so Kimberly, you said before, like all these, the higher power of superiority, like obviously, like, like it's no thing, like Diddy calls like the mayor all the fucking time. Like he talks to judges and stuff like that. There's been a lot of things. So would you say that right now in the Me Too movement that we're having now, or like women right now have such high power with their voice to stand out and whatnot? Would you feel like it's being abused, or do you feel like it's being used properly?
I am a female for other females, but I do believe it's probably being abused because not all of the allegations are true and it's proven not to be true. And some people are just in it for the quick money grab. And that is the fucked up part. And that's when everything starts to get hairy. And then it's kind of a desensitized situation almost. Or that's when the next topic comes out in the news and everybody forgets about what just happened.
mhm.
Carrie, same question if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with Kimberly. It's something that it's difficult because a lot of times, and I've never been in this situation, and it took me a while to realize that there are a lot of women out there who wind up in situations like this, and then it's not okay, like the sexual harassment, the forcing upon them and all that, and they don't want to say anything, and so the Me Too movement gave women a voice, but also there was a problem when now who do you believe, and then it becomes, oh, she said, and then there are the ones that are lying, that are just in it
Yeah.
for a fast buck, so it makes it a mess. And as a woman, I will be the first to admit that I have a hard time figuring out who's right, and I don't want to be like, oh, I don't believe her because I just sound like everyone else. But where's let's see the evidence, let's see the proof, and let's take it from there. You can't just blindly accuse someone of something. So it's tough. It's really tough.
Do you guys have any questions for these ladies?
Or the whole
Questions?
situation with Diddy, do you feel like her getting a cash out at the end is justice?
Hmm.
Great
Honestly,
question.
money
Go
can't
ahead.
buy happiness.
Yeah.
No matter how much money you have, it's not
Yeah.
gonna buy.
I don't know.
Men-
You throw a couple of M's in my bank account, I might be a little happy.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna be happy. It's
So
over
Soto,
paid.
so Soto brought that up because earlier today they was having that discussion in the Coliseum, and I was telling them how I feel like at a certain point, money can be a form of justice.
Mm.
Like I brought up the situation like with him and Cassie. I was like, like what if he did all that crazy shit while he was with Cassie? Like he was crazy, but then he found God. His son's
Mm.
baby moms
Genius.
died. All these crazy things happened to him where he's probably like, you know what? Like now I'm trying to be all about love, trying to grow, all these things for the community. Cassie, I really am sorry. That's my biggest sin. I really am like, there's nothing I could do to change what happened, but here's 40 mil, and like, this is something I can help out. And for Cassie, she took it like it was something for her, like it had to be a type of justice for her. 40 mil, like it's not
But at
like
the
it's
end
like
of the day, even if she would have divorced him, she would have probably took more than 40 million.
but she been divorced him though. They've been
Yeah.
divorced though.
It's been a minute since they've
I'm
been
pretty
divorced.
Yeah.
sure that I don't know if they got divorced or not, but I don't really
Yeah.
do. I don't really
So,
know what Diddy.
so
I could
to
tell
me,
you
I
right
feel
now,
like
mentally, she did not get no justice because that will be stuck in her head for a long time.
yeah,
feel
but
like-
even
I feel like-
even with people that have them in justice, right? Like I have a family member that you know, that she was attacked, right, for 10 years, sexually assaulted, right? And we put that guy in chains, and he was in prison, and justice was served. But she mentally, she still wasn't okay, you know. Like it doesn't
course.
like that doesn't heal it either,
No, it's
you
not
know.
gonna
That
heal
You won't,
takes,
it.
yeah,
And
you
not,
won't trust a
and I
man the same
and I don't
way.
think it was
A
meant for none of
relationship
that.
can take a
Like
toll.
to be honest, I don't think it was meant for none of that. If to be real, I feel like it was more meant to like exposure and letting people know what's really going on, and probably even be a voice. You know what I'm saying? Probably be a voice to the people and give them hope, and you know what I'm saying. And started what happening was going on right now, that every other female actually started opening their mouth. You know what I'm saying? It could have just been simply that. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? Probably it was smaller than what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's really insane. It's also like this topic is such a touchy topic, which is why I had you ladies come on here. So like basically, like I wanted to ask you guys, like, how would you want a man to approach this conversation? You know, like, do we be all red pill Andrew Tate about it? Do we, you know, slut shame? Do we be like, oh, but you know, we bring in the facts, but it's too blunt? Like, you know, like, because that's the biggest problem for us in this type of time, you know, like we bring up something, and even if we're just talking rational, like, look, these are the facts, this is what it is. It comes off, you know, mansplaining or, you know, oh, this misogynistic thinking and stuff like that. So, with an inside ballpark help, you know, how would you guys tell us to approach these type of waters?
Well, I think that if you're going to be like, you're talking to, your girlfriend or your wife or whatever, I think in speaking about this, I think the best thing to do is to, whenever I don't know something, I keep my mouth shut and I just listen to everything first, and
Mhm.
so I think that that's a good, listen to all of the facts, show, you know, sympathy, like, hearing, like, like I hear that this, that this, she believes this happened, and this is really bad, and I think it's just more or less being like listening. That's the bottom line, to like really to listen, because you hear what they say, and maybe you can, like, encourage, but you don't want blind, you know obedience, if you will. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know, like, do you know, I would want, like, so today I was talking to Kevin about this, and I said that I was going to be, talking with you guys about it. And I was describing the situation because he wasn't aware of it. And my first attitude was like, I don't know why she waited so long. And this was annoying. And he actually sat there and he was quiet. And then he said, well, maybe she, wasn't, she was young, she didn't know. And so he actually made me think.
Yeah.
So that was good, like, because like, whichever side you think you're on, I think the best thing is to keep your, options open, like listen to both sides, and I think just kind of like, don't don't go into, oh, she's, just a money, grubbing, or whatever, she's trying to, get all this
Exactly.
money, maybe listen to all the facts. Like, I guess that's the best thing I could say.
Kimberly, do you
So
agree? You have something
listen
else
to
to add?
understand. Okay.
Mm.
I pretty much agree. You just have to listen, understand, be open and willing to the conversation and understanding about the situation, and maybe know a background of your partner in case that had happened to them at some point in time.
I feel like it's so wild, right? Because I earlier I talked about like different sides of the street. So like on our point of view, right, we see it as like this whole Me Too movement on guys, right?
Mhm.
I guess for you on the female side, right, it's so like uplifting. Wow, we're having a voice. And then on our side, as shameful as this sounds, it's like, yo, like in the span of 5 years, we lost America's dad, we lost P. Diddy. I mean, we lost Jay-Z's up next now. Bill, all these comedians, Harvey
Mhm.
Weinstein. I mean, I don't really care about Harvey Weinstein. He's a
Even
scumbag.
sports
I hope he
players.
dies. You know, sports players. And then to us, we're like, yo, what's happening? Like, was this really going down? And then, like, we have our serialized situations where, we get, the witch called on us, and it's like, for petty small reasons. And then we take that into like, oh, well, if this person from the Bronx can do it, that's on food stamps, like this rich person could definitely do it. So like, so it's so hard for us, I guess. So like, I guess we do come out as like, I guess, misogynistic in the sense, because it does feel like we are being attacked, you know, like
I
there's
understand that.
like,
It feels like you're guilty and you got to prove your innocence instead of you're innocent until you're proven guilty.
yeah,
Like it's
you
like the
know,
weirdest shit ever.
like, and I don't support rape, I don't support none of that stuff, but like, you know, like if we be real, like the conversation of consent is such a thin line, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's super thin and it's super wild. It's like, yo, I'm down with
It's
it,
such
I'm
a gray
down with it,
area.
I'm down with it, and then the minute you're in there for 2 minutes, oh, I don't want this no more. And then you're just thinking like, nah, it's nothing. But then it's like, nah, that was revoking consent. Like that's actually, you know, the grape word and all this stuff and whatnot. So like, it's so hard for us to understand like what's true. Like it's really, I'm low key pushing to Elon's neural tech. So like, we could get cameras in our eyes. Just start like, yo, let's just see
Wow.
the facts, bro. Show me the clips. Show me the clips, bro. I want to see what's going on. Like,
You want
what
to see the
really happened?
receipts?
Yeah, like I low key want to, and it sounds me, but I want it from the men too. Like, you know, the best thing of how we call R. Kelly is because that weirdo had receipts. You know, he kept all his VHS tapes, him peeing on kids, and it was like so, like, you know, and that was how we got him. That was how the world knew. Like, all right, this guy's a scumbag.
We got him.
We can't. Yeah, like, you know, like
We
we can't
got
debate
him.
this no
We
more.
got
You know. So it's so hard, and like Achilles brought that up earlier, like he brought up Jay-Z and all these other guys, and it's so wild because it's like, you know, like would you guys say like back then it was such of a crazier time, or like all the dirtiness was happening back then, and like now it's like coming up to like fester and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think that like you're saying, like back then, I mean, this has been like a culture for forever. Like and I'm just thinking about, like I said, the music culture. And I mean, like, my God, like, you know, you always had the women chasing the band from the Beatles on up, or from Elvis,
Yeah.
or I don't know, way back, right? And so I think that there's been a shift in what, like, and I think this is where maybe the problem is that um back in the day, that kind of stuff, that's just how it was.
It was
But
regular.
now,
It was regular.
yeah, and now
Mhm.
we're looking at it going, "Oh, fuck, that should never happen," right? I mean, and I think
Mhm.
that's the change, and that's the difficult part. And that's also like, should someone be held responsible for something that happened, 20 years ago under different circumstances? And that's what makes it tough too. And I totally understand you guys being like, kind of like weirded out by the whole Me Too thing. Like, and to be very honest, it annoys me because I
Yeah.
know that there are, a lot of guys out there that are like, not, afraid to even like talk to a woman. I get that. And so
And
it's
that's the
just,
thing.
I think it sucks. It's hard because it's like, in the one minute, one hand, like, you can be really great guys. And then like the next, one woman's like, I said no. And it's like, but we were dating for like a year. And like, and when did this change? And that's the thing. I think that's a problem.
You see, I said this like a couple of days ago, or whatever. I was talking about like how nowadays everything is just sensitive as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so sensitive,
They're not built.
and like this is the reason why this, like, certain things like the Me Too things and all of that is just growing and coming more of a thing, OGB thing, all this stuff, and it's like, this is why, because it's so sensitive. Like, anything you say, anything anybody say to another person, to a female or guy or whatever, they feel disgusted. Like, oh my god, attacked. Like, it's like, oh my god, like, you're going crazy at them. It's like, so that's why it's a scary time. It's a scary freaking time. For real,
And
for
women
real.
can
start
say
treating
whatever
women
they
like
want to
COVID.
us. Women can say
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
they want to us. They could be like, yo, I want to climb your shit like I'm Tarzan and whatever. And like, if we were to be like, oh my God, I feel violated. And like, I go to Achilles and I'm like, she violated me.
You're gonna get
I,
made
like,
fun
I
of.
can't.
Automatic.
Where am I
Yes.
I'm be like, you're a
Automatic.
bitch. You're a bitch.
There's gonna be jokes about you. There's
Immediately,
gonna
like,
be
it's-
memes about you.
It's
Automatic.
so wild. And I get like this world is double standards, and no matter what we can do, we can't stop these double standards. But it's like that double standard to me is so polarized. It's like, holy shit, bro. Like, wow. Like, and then if I say like, yo, mama, God bless you. Like, God bless you. I'm blessing you with God. God is blessing you, and it's my fault now because I asked God to help
Listen to
hook
this.
you up a little
Listen
bit.
to this. The other day, it was like in the night. It was like late at night. I was actually here with Soto in the Coliseum, actually. And I walked to the store to get me some chopped cheese, whatever. So I walk into the store, I order my chopped cheese and whatnot, and some female comes in and like her car had declined. She was trying to get like some honey buns or whatever the case may be. Her car had declined, but then she told them that she had this exact amount, and he was like, "Oh, I got you, don't worry." So he like rounded it up, so like it would charge her the amount that she had on the car, or whatever. Boom. But the guy during that whole time, the deli guy that actually doing the sandwiches and whatnot, he had an extra sandwich there that was just laying there for like a little while, and he was telling the guy on the counter like, "Oh, like give it to her, give it to her," and they were talking their language, the Arabs and whatever, they were talking their language, and the dude after he broke it down, he explained to me like how like he actually ended up getting to her, but he was explaining to me how like last time, another time he was trying to give something to a female, and she took it so offensively, like, "Oh, you think I'm
Like,
a
oh, you think I'm broke?
bum? Fuck
You
out
think
of
I'm
here! I
gonna
don't
give
need
you?
that shit from you."
Oh,
Like
yeah.
this
I'm
is not
like,
the
yeah,
third.
shorty, your
And
shit
mind
just
you, it's
declined on
just a
honey
nice
buns.
gesture that he's freaking doing. Like it's like, how ignorant can you freaking be? Like this is a nice gesture, like just in case, like you know what I'm saying. If you want it, you could take it, but if you don't want it, you don't have to. Like you know what I'm saying.
You just say no.
It's not for. That's
Just
it.
say
Like no, I'm
no.
good. I'm alright.
So,
Thank you.
ladies,
That's it.
tell us, where are we
Nah, car
wrong?
declining on honey buns is crazy.
Where are we messing up? Where are
No,
we
no, no.
fumbling this
Don't
bag?
do that. Don't do that because there's a lot of wicked guys out there, and I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna tell you another story.
100%.
I'm gonna say another story.
Ooh.
There was this one time I was in the train on my way to an interview. Right. I go in there,
shit.
and we hit another stop. We hit another stop. It doesn't matter. We hit another stop, and a female runs in there, and then a guy, some other dude just walk in there, like right behind her, whatever. And okay, whatever, boom. I'm listening to music, mind you. I'm listening to my music. We hit the next stop. Right before the door closes, she start flying, out the train. And the guy, he literally stopped the doors from closing and walked right behind her. I looked at, I seen it happen. I was like, the hell? Like I didn't think nothing big about it or whatever. Okay. But then, like the people in front of me, because like I'm in front of like a couple of people that are sitting down, and I'm on top of like grabbing from the pole, whatever. And like I like let me pause my music real quick. Let me just what I'm saying, hear what the hell is going on here. So they're over here talking about how this one guy, that guy that actually was ran behind the girl, was chasing females since the morning.
That's wild.
You
Oh my
not,
God.
you see what
New
I'm
York?
saying? Yes, and you think I like that motherfucker? Yes, in New
You're
York.
right. You're right.
What state where else does he live at, bro?
I'm taking a
Where
job.
do you live at?
I was going for a job interview in West Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Hello.
So Carrie, you work in New York. You had a nice, beautiful spot in Harlem at one time. I don't know if you still have it.
That's where I'm at
But-
right now.
Oh, perfect. So, how's your experience in New York? Is it crazy? Are they vultures trying to chase you?
Mm.
It's a mess. It's not. I don't see problems with like guys like nobody's like being like 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 untoward like sexually, but there's a lot of crazy people out there.
100%.
A lot of like the drug problem is huge. Like especially I get on the train at 135th and it's in the morning, and so that's really rough. And so that's the problem that I'm seeing. But I have heard stories like it's Achilles, right?
Yes.
That like he just said. I just heard that same story from a former student who was telling me that he was on the train and he saw this girl and this guy was watching this girl, and like when she like shifted down, like he shifted down, and they happened to all get off at the same stop, and so this guy Chris, he was watching this guy going after this girl, like just kind of following her, and he actually walked up to the girl and he's like, listen, I don't want to get involved here, but that guy is like following you. And so there was like a whole thing. He just told me this week, so it's definitely out there.
No, for sure.
So it's a rampant thing, like men
Yeah.
without self-control, just trying to touch women's butts.
Listen.
But I think it's a
Listen.
whole level. I think that's like a mental health issue too with them. Like
Yes, I
that's
believe
not
so.
normal behavior.
That's not
Yeah.
normal at all. That's not normal at all. They have to be mentally. There have to be
There's
some
something
issues
wrong in the
going on
spectrum.
in that brain.
Yeah.
They can't be
but then,
ordinary,
like,
regular
I'm not gonna-
people like you. Us.
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
So like Carrie is in a school where like there's a lot of special needs kids, and I've worked with a lot of special needs kids. And when I tell you that special needs kids don't just like, yo, I'm gonna grab that pussy.
Well, they're all different. You can't. They're not gonna be
Yeah,
the
but
you're
same
right.
mental
rare you see,
issues.
like,
It's
a
not gonna
special
be the
needs
same
kid.
mental issues. Like you can have a kid with special needs that's solemnly into cartoons, and you
Yeah.
have another one that's a fucking genius.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it is rare you see
But they
any
could
special
both be
needs kids
genius,
like
though.
sexualize anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
too,
like
that
it's like
too,
when they
that too.
when
Like,
they try to
super,
make
super
that about
rare.
R. Kelly, but I was like, oh yeah, R. Kelly does this because he was dyslexic, and it was like, yeah, that's
No,
okay.
yeah, so it's like
Okay, you
30% of
can't
the population.
you
motherfucker.
can't read, bro. That don't mean you could pee on kids. Like that's not how it works. You know, like
Right.
it's not
She
gonna
was- I
work
thought
for
She was
me.
23.
Like, yeah,
Sure.
like, it don't work like that, bro. Like, yo, because oh yeah, I'm autistic, yo, so you should just start humping girls, bro. Like, how does that work, bro? Go
Wasn't
play with
wasn't
your Legos.
Aaliyah 15?
No, that was see now that was different. So like that was kind of like rape, sort of, but it was legal. They were legally married. The parents consented on
That
him
was
and
so
R.
messed
Kelly,
up.
her and R.
That is
Damn,
weird as hell.
that guy
That's
from
weird
the
as
80s show
hell.
where the girl
Like
was
I
like
actually
15, he was like
personally
20?
met some female that like she, same thing basically happened with her. She wanted to, yo, they consented. She got married, everything. Like they lived a life, had kids and everything. I'm like, wow, okay. Like, and I never like experienced this like with somebody I actually know, like what I'm saying, met face to face. And when she told me, I was like, oh wow, okay, that's cool. Like whatever, but it's like I mean, I'm a father now, and for my child to approach me on some like situation like that, I don't even know how I would take it, bro.
Bro, my daughter's not gonna get her
And
first boyfriend
if
till she's
and if I be
55.
too hard
I don't
about it,
care.
it's like what I'm saying, like then my daughter
My
would
daughter's
never
not ready for
approach
that
me on
either, bro.
sensitive
Bro, my daughter's
topics
gonna
like
be
that
55.
again.
55 with her
Like,
first boyfriend. That's gonna be my
You
daughter.
beasting.
55 years old.
You
I
beasting.
feel
don't
like it's
care.
so weird.
Alright.
So like,
Alright.
bro.
so like I know that
I'm gonna
so, like,
let you
me
know
and-
right now. Do not be like that with your child, bro.
I'm gonna be like that.
Nah,
It's gonna
and-
backfire.
I'm not gonna lock her
It's gonna
away in
backfire.
a dungeon or something like that, bro. I'm not gonna do some shit like that. I'm just,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
not a dungeon. Maybe like a little condo. You know, Wi-Fi.
Nah,
water,
that's
you
funny because
know?
I told my wife I
Like,
won't be that guy, but the kind of relationship I want to have with my daughter as she gets older is for her to trust my instinct. Like if I know who's a scumbag, like, I'd be like, that ain't the one, kid. Like it ain't him.
Yeah, like
But
Oh,
do,
'cause he
I
looks
don't
like
care.
this.
wait,
Yes.
but do her opinion
I don't
matters?
care.
Does her
Anything.
opinion matters?
Anything.
Hold up. Does her opinion matters though?
I'll listen to her opinion, but if I meet the kid, first of all, appearance says a lot. Which is why back in the days, it used to be the first thing you want to make on a woman's parents is a good expression. If I'm saying that right, impression. A good impression. And
Does her
looks is
opinion matter?
Can I answer the question? That's the 1st
I'm
thing I
sorry.
said. I said yes.
I'm just so
That was the
puzzled by
first
that.
question I answered.
Yes, it matters. I
Her
don't think it
opinion
does.
matters. My
What
my,
if
You don't
my,
think it
my,
gets-
my
you
little
don't think
baby
it
girl's
gets-
opinion.
Yeah,
Oh, my
opinion matters.
14-year-old
To be with?
fucking
My daughter,
pubescent
my
woman
my
that
daughter's
likes this
opinion.
guy because he like shoots a basketball or like has dreads. Get the fuck out of here. You
Just
don't know
whatever-
shit.
I can't judge because whatever she
Bro,
likes,
but
she
it-
likes. I'm not gonna judge her because I did my fucked up shit when I was her when I would be her age 15. I'm
Listen,
not gonna
at
be here and be like, yo,
14
I don't
years
care what you
old-
gotta tell me. I'm gonna be like, all right, mama, what you gotta
at
tell me?
14
What do you like about
years
this boy?
old, if
Yeah, I was
somebody
a
in
good
the
dude when I was that
future
age.
could come back in time and stop me from liking who I thought at 14 was like my wife, right? Over here writing 14-year-old vows with words from the encyclopedia that I can't even spell to this day, right?
Official.
I would be so glad. My child doesn't know anything. I'm gonna tell them, like, yo, 3 years ago, you was watching Nickelodeon. Shut the hell up. You don't know anything.
Guess
Like, what are you
Dad? I'm
talking
14, I
about?
still watch Nickelodeon.
Yeah, like
Just know your kid's gonna
like,
do it
yo,
behind your
he
back
has so
regardless.
much- Oh,
Watch
he has so
Nickelodeon.
much. He has so much personality. Yeah, tell me, what is it? Give me 5 personality traits that he has.
His
That's
hair.
amazing.
And she's
Like,
gonna
let's
give
say a
you
personality
5.
trait, sweet cheeks.
She's gonna give
back
you
in the
5.
room.
It might not be actual, personality
Traits, you
traits,
know
but
what I
she's
mean?
gonna
Like,
give you
no,
5.
no.
She'll give you
You
That's
trust
the
my
one thing.
instincts?
So I'll
Give me
listen.
5, it ain't gonna be traits,
No,
but-
so I'll listen to what my daughter tells me. Okay, what do you like about this kid? I'll ask her that. What do you like? And she's gonna tell me her explanation. She's gonna tell me her 15-year-old mindset explanation. I was
He's so
15
funny.
once.
Oh,
I
he's
was
so
15
funny.
once. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Just say-
Not for nothing, and no offense, Achilles, but if that little boy walks in there looking like Achilles, that's a
Wow.
straight up no for me.
Wow.
By the way,
Wow.
you
I'm
said
offended.
we brought this
I'm
up.
offended.
Achilles,
I'm
why
offended.
do you have-
No, it's
why
not
do you have a
that.
mask on.
Because I'm
shaved your
cold.
beard,
So
bro?
glad we brought
I'm
this topic
cold.
up so I can say this.
We didn't bring that topic up.
You got a short
Oh,
sleeve.
He got no sweater on. He's cold, but no
Alright.
sweater on.
It's
All right,
I don't
so
got no
before
sweater.
this,
I don't
Carrie
own no
had a-
sweaters, okay?
Carrie was trying to chime in, but we're such loud
lie.
boys.
Okay,
We
sorry.
can't chime in.
I have one comment and one question. First comment is no matter what you say to her, she's gonna have to learn for herself, and it's probably gonna be
It's
the
all
hard one.
experience at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
That's my
That-
girl
the
right
second-
there. That's my
My
girl.
question is, how are you guys feel about this if it was a boy, if it was your son?
Same
They would
thing.
have been like, yeah,
This is
do
all
what you
experience.
want.
Oh, nah.
Fuck
I'm
all the
sorry.
girls.
Same
Listen,
Mhm.
thing.
listen, my
It's-
son.
Same thing,
listen,
Cap.
my son brings in a baddie. I'm gonna tell him, yo, pa, good,
My
that's a
man.
good point. Now, if she's stupid, right, or if like she's like a drill person that talks like hood and shit like that, I'm gonna pull him aside. I'm like, yo, pa, like, this is meant for like one time around the block. You're not supposed to marry this girl. Like,
you're not supposed to, no wife for
Oh,
that.
okay.
calm down. And I'll talk to my daughter the same way. Like, yo, honey, like, I'm pretty sure his mixtape is gonna go platinum. Whatever. That's gonna be happen. That's probably gonna happen. Him and his band is gonna make it. But for right now, right? Just have him as a friend. You don't gotta like love him. Oh, but dad, he's so funny. Listen, just laugh. You don't have to love him. Just laugh. That's what the L stands for after humor. Laughing, not loving. You know, it's not that crazy. I will be like that with her. Nah, I won't be like, the dude pulls up. I'll pull him in a room with like 10 of the toughest dudes I know.
I would
Loading
do
up
that.
a
I would do
gun.
that. If all my friends are in the house when that happens, I would do that. I'd be like, yo, I just
I
got a
would.
great idea, straight off the spot. Like, yo,
Didn't,
come in here, let me
didn't
talk
50
to you.
Cent do
real
that in one
quick.
of his movies?
Nah,
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah.
You
Then
gonna,
it's-
you gonna, you gonna do the Will Smith?
so
Huh?
oh yeah,
Or
the
some
bad
bad
boys
boy
thing
shit.
too.
Like,
I won't, I won't do that because I just feel like that's mad traumatizing. It's like I'm
Nah,
not trying
that's
to
OD.
traumatize you, baby girl. I'm just trying to make sure that he doesn't impregnate you. You know, like,
Yeah.
like I'm
Nah,
not
the
trying
Will
to
Smith
make you
shit from
not.
Bad Boys, I feel like it's mad extra. Like,
Nah,
I'ma clown you.
that'll be
I'ma
OD.
clown
I
you
feel
for
like me and
after
my
that.
brother would do some stuff like that though. That's the crazy part.
Nah, I'll listen to what they gotta say. As long as, like I said, the first thing I said was, well, the one thing I want me and my daughter to have and my son in the future is to have that confidence in each other where I'll listen to what you gotta say as long as you can listen to what I gotta say. If that person is bad for you, go ahead, write it out. See what happens. I know I'm gonna be here to cuddle you up. Your mom's gonna cuddle you up. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be eating ice
yes,
cream at
that's
1
the
a.m. in the
energy.
morning.
That's the energy.
Right?
That's
And
that-
I'll
know
let
why-
that happen
and you
as
know
long
why-
as she would at least respect my opinions on whoever I will meet in the future.
But she
that's the
probably
only
won't.
thing
She
that I
probably
know.
won't at the beginning.
Oh, she's not going to. I
No,
know
no,
that
she,
for a
not at the
fact.
beginning.
I
She
didn't.
probably not. But as
I
as
didn't.
soon
That's
that
gonna
things
happen.
start connecting
gonna
and she
happen.
start realizing like, yo, this nigga saying some shit. Like, hold up, like, my
Yeah,
boss know what he's
she's
talking
gonna-
about.
She's gonna be like, yo, let
Boom,
him
you know what
cook.
I'm saying? That's
Let him
it.
cook.
After that, you
Ah,
got
you
a
see?
solid little youngin right there, baby.
But what if, right? Like, what if, right? Those few times that she's not listening to you, right? She gets
Mhm.
syphilis. Boom, and then what?
I'm gonna let her mom handle that
Stage.
conversation.
And then what?
Her mom's handling. Her mom is handling. My Bronx is gonna come out, so her mom is handling that conversation.
What do you want me to do? Like, see, this is why I just won't have kids. I'll just be the uncle.
Yeah,
or, like,
don't
I
don't
would just
be,
be
don't
on the
have kids, Sage.
sidelines
Don't have
and
don't
just
have
talk
kids,
about
Sage.
it like syphilis.
Just be Uncle
Damn, your
Sage.
kid got syphilis. That's
Oh, nah.
crazy.
You'll be the one,
Damn,
you'll be the one
what?
giving the advice that she'll listen to because you'll be the uncle.
Yeah.
Cool uncle. There you go.
I'll be like, listen, honey.
I'm
If he
gonna
got a
let my
bump,
wife. I'm gonna let
hit
my
the
wife
dump,
handle
like-
that because the last thing my kid is gonna want to hear at that moment is "I told you so."
Yeah.
Because at that moment she's
Some
gonna be
jokes.
thinking, "Oh my God," she's gonna want her parents to be by her side, be sad with her. I'm be like, "Babe, handle that," because I'm just gonna be in there like I told you so,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna call her an idiot too, just because.
Nah, I'm joking. The
This is
minute I
gonna come
walk
out.
in-
I'm cracking
I like
jokes
it.
on it.
The minute I walk in, like, yo, who
Nah, that's
Who
so
hurts when it pees?
I can see I can see
Who
Soto
dirty?
just clowning his kid out.
like
Clowning his
Nah.
kid like, oh yeah, you got the clap right now, huh?
he says, yo, Uncle
No,
Eli,
wildin'.
I'm level platinum in Fortnite, yeah, but you also got syphilis, nigga. Shut up, nigga. Send them back. Nobody cares. Like, get out of here.
Nah, I will be, and I'm pretty sure Achilles would know this. We will be so tight, and you too, Champ.
I would be
we will
100% tight.
so tight.
I swear to God, I'll
I
probably
just
beat
want
up a little kid.
So
I just want
tight.
I just want my kids to be able to come back and tell me anything. I just want
That's
that
cool.
level of comfortability that no matter how bad the situation is or
Yeah.
anything like that, that they
That's
could
a
sit
fact.
there and be like, "Daddy, this is what happened."
And make better
Shampoo, I'm
choices.
not gonna
the next
hold
two.
you. I'm not gonna hold you, Shampoo. I've seen you yell at your kids. I'm gonna tell you right now, your son is your man's. He's gonna tell
Oh,
you
yeah,
everything.
That's your
Oh, that's
guy.
one right here.
Your daughter, on the other hand, though, she's
your
gonna smack
daughter,
you.
you should see her. He be like, no TikTok. She be looking, trying to see if he could see through the camera, through the wall, through the phone. See if she's on TikTok. He be like,
But you know
like,
what?
I don't say nothing though. I'm a good uncle.
You know how I know that she
You just
loves
did
and
now.
respects me though? Because ever since then, she deleted all her little TikToks that she was making, and she doesn't post or do anything as far as making videos on TikTok.
See, I feel like that's crazy now too. So like
Well,
you and
why?
Kimberly, and Achilles and Ambi, y'all have kids, right? So, social media now, right? How do y'all deal with that? How do y'all deal with like the dances, the butt shaking?
Oh, I can
Like-
answer that easy. I can
I
answer
don't
that
like it.
easy.
I don't
My
know it.
my daughter's not even
See
2
your butt
yet,
shake?
so it's perfect timing right now. So I'm chilling.
Yeah, I have a 2 and a
Relax.
3-year-old, so it's kind of perfect. Like,
Yeah, Miss
I'm-
Rachel all the way. That's all I know.
Damn, y'all
Okay,
make me
so-
feel old.
My girl-
Miss
Here's-
Rachel, see,
My
Kimberly
baby girl
knows
be on
Miss Rachel
YouTube
up,
Kids
girl.
all day, every
Kimberly
day.
and Ambi, I'm gonna give you a scenario question. Just go right. Your kids are like 7, 8, right? You come home, right?
She's
you do
actually
the little
7.
parent check on their phone, right? You check it up on that, and you see like she's doing some Megan twerking dances, Megatron type shit, my WAP and all that stuff. How were y'all handling that as parents? Like, see me, I'm becoming the Hulk, and when I see her, I'm just clotheslining her through a wall. And if it doesn't go through the first wall, we're just gonna repeat it until it goes through the wall, so she can understand that she broke rules. So I had to break her through a wall. So how would y'all handle? This is why I don't have kids. This is how would y'all kid having people will handle it.
I gotta
Bro,
go
I would
first.
just-
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
All right. All right. So this is before I had a kid, actually, right? I actually had a female that she had a daughter herself. And like we've been together for a while. So she was like my little baby girl. And we go to my mother's house and my nephew's there. So my mom had like a little daycare that she had going on. So she had the mats that you throw down on the floor so the kids could sleep and whatnot. So
Okay.
they built a little house. And I see them that they inside the little house, whatever, they're chilling and shit. And I randomly like go towards the little house with the mats and try to scare them. And I like, and I scare them. These motherfuckers over here kissing, bro.
Dominican shit.
Bro, I swear to God, I snapped. Like, it was just like instincts. Like, it was just a third reaction. It was just like, boom. Yo, what the? Yo, I was violating my little nephew, bro. And like, I felt bad after, but I just snapped at just that very moment. I was like, oh shit. Like, I really snapped.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, so
Yo,
Achilles handled it same
Oh
way.
yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
All
That
right.
Yeah.
used to be done in DR so many times, bro.
Kimberly, enlighten us. What would you do?
I would lose my shit if that happened. But like, I hope I have a good enough relationship with my kids as they're getting older that they will see the right thing to do and the wrong thing to do. I want to try to raise them how I was raised, even though a lot of horrible shit and I made a lot of mistakes happen.
Just take out the horrible stuff.
I mean, yeah. I want them to learn, like, be raised how I was raised and learn how to do things the right way, I guess. Because there's the 2 different generations going on, or maybe 3 at this point. It's just like, and we're all having our own arguments with each other on how things should be done or how things should be viewed. And I don't know. I think I was raised almost in a right time.
I don't know, with the way
Bobby Sham-
social media is, like, just don't let your daughter go into her teenage years not knowing how to dance, because she will be on Snapchat Everybody
Like
doing
it's so
flavor.
wild. Like I remember when I was a kid, right?
Don't let
Like
your
and
daughter
I,
be that girl that can't dance.
like I remember when I was a kid, right? Like yeah, I learned a lot of sex stuff in school. Like you talk to my friends. We used to go to the little computer room. Remember when they had a whole room of computers? That was fun. And you know, we used to go in there and we used to put in a proxy, and then we used to look up porn stuff and educate ourselves and all that stuff. And
You
all
look
right,
like it,
cool.
bro.
But it's like I think what these kids have now is like I go on my TikTok and ask anybody that's here. My like what I circle myself around is anime, music, and right now, kids playing Minecraft while Andrew Tate talks over them. Those are the only shit that covers
Those
my
double
stuff.
flips.
And then randomly, I would just see like this woman, and she's like, "So how you suck an eggplant?" And she puts a condom on, and I'm like, "What?
Wait, what?
Whoa, is this
Oh,
is this in my
that girl? Yeah,
algorithm?"
It's,
What are you
it's
wa-
my
What are you
algorithm
watching,
is-
Sage?
What is
What are
that
you
one search you did in
watching?
2005?
Make sure you don't scroll past and like it.
What?
No, even.
Ah,
just-
then he just
He
No.
froze?
He green
No
screen.
way.
No
just
way, he
froze.
just froze.
No way.
He just blue screen.
Was
We
he the one
started-
recording too?
Yeah, he was.
I'm
Oh,
recording.
Achilles,
the whole-
please
I'm
tell me you're
recording.
recording,
I'm
Achilles.
recording. I'm recording. I'm
Alright.
recording.
Well, he's
I
not
I'm not
here.
gonna lie. I started
Well-
recording a little late. Not crazy
That's
late.
fine. I'm pretty
But-
sure his recording saves. I hope. Oh my god.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
And we had enough people to go to Riverside. I told him that, but he was like, "Nah, I'm Sage, and I want to stay on Discord, man." I'm like, "Okay, fine." Nah, but well, he's not here. I'm gonna answer the question anyways. I don't know, bro, because I grew up with social media. I'm not gonna take social media away from my kid. I'll teach her and I'll monitor her social media, her content, her stuff, and I'm hoping that the same thing Champu said, having this kind of relationship with my kids, that I don't have to know that they have a secret account to hide stuff from me. Because it's like, yo, listen, if you want to smoke your first blunt, let me know. I don't want you to trust nobody else out there.
I'm the same way.
I know a guy. Don't ask me how, but I know a guy and I trust him. I known him for years.
Your uncle John.
Let's see what happens.
Got that
And let's see what
yes.
happens. But social media wise, if my daughter wants to do social media in the future and she wants to do dances, I gotta see the kind of TikTok dance it is, because there are some TikTok dances that are just pure dancing moves, and I'm like, okay. I grew up watching enough Step Up movies and dancing movies to know what kind of dancing stuff is. If I see her doing Charlie D'Amelio today, I'm gonna be tight. But if I see her doing Charlie D'Amelio when she first started, I'll be like, okay, fine. Let's take that, the little
like-
thing in the bag. Okay, go ahead. But any kind of sexualized dance moves that I see, I'll be like, yeah, see, that's a pause. We're pausing that. We're not doing that.
But I
Yeah,
feel
don't
like
do
media
that.
back in the day compared to what it is now is like it's so in your face now. Cause like you wasn't
Oh,
on
yeah.
MySpace like dancing and shit. Like you was just posting
Alright.
videos or like so on and so on. But like now like you have to be showing your face and stuff like that. Like it's so like personal now compared to what it was back in the day.
Sir, you're not a
Alright,
father. You're not a father.
Sage is Sage is back.
welcome
To
back.
answer
Welcome
that
back,
question, honestly,
now.
my baby girl, she be in TikTok. She be in all that joint. So adorable though. So adorable. She be down the little what is it? I don't even
Gritty?
stupid little I don't know, this stupid little kid dances and whatnot that they be doing and whatever. It's so cute though. So adorable. So adorable. Keep it like that. Keep it
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
the thing. Like
I
I,
love
don't
it.
mind. I don't
love
mind
it.
that. Like the little cute dances they be doing, little kids nowadays. I'll probably be dancing too. I'll be like, yo, put me in a video, baby. Let's go. I don't know how to dance, but you gotta teach me now. How you do this dance now? Like I'll do that. But if the wrong TikTok that I see, I'll be like, let's talk
I
about
think-
this, mamas. We gotta
yeah.
talk about this
The
right
wrong
here.
dance, shorty.
Yeah, I think for me it's just more that twerking shit. So like
Yeah, that's just
any
gone.
of
That's
that,
the
like
one.
I'm not with
Working ain't
any of
going
that.
nowhere. That's
Even
just-
even when my daughter turns over,
So it don't matter.
no, even when my daughter turns over 21, because you know how we grew up, we have friends or siblings that they grew up and they mess with their parents like that, like they do shit like that, and then the parents
They
like,
joke
yo,
around, right.
back away. I will smack her so hard on the head, like I'll give her a concussion. I'll be like, yo, get away from me. Get out. You better go to your if she has a husband, your husband, don't come over here with that. But
So
My
how
wife.
old are the kids that your guys are like I'm not a parent. So like how old do you let what age do you let the kids have social media? I'm curious.
I don't care. Me personally, I don't care. She can have social media her rest of her life. Just know what you're doing, mommy, and know
Mm.
wrong from right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's exactly
and
what I was about to say.
and it's like it's crazy to say wrong from right. It's just like do not follow what you think is cool. Like
Don't
you know what
follow
I'm
the
saying?
trends.
Like don't follow the trend. Like if you think it's cool, like it's like when it's like twerking and stuff like that, it's like she's going the wrong road and whatever. I'm gonna definitely have a serious talk about that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, it's
there's
twerking
a
really
lot
bad
of
though.
creeps and weirdos
Yes.
in the internet, and
And
I
it's
don't
Right?
want you.
Which
like,
No, 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 no,
nah.
What?
no. Don't do that. In a,
What
in
happened?
a
but like,
sense.
it's a dance that's always gonna be here. It's been a dance since forever. You feel me?
It could be here, but away
Always
from
gonna
my
be
daughter's
here, right?
mind.
The fact that
That's
people
what
sexualize it, it's kind of weird. You feel me? It's just a regular dance. Don't get me wrong.
It is
Obviously, you know,
no, no,
ass
no, no,
being
no, no, no,
shaken.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
Come
kind
on,
of
bro.
It
fun.
is,
Yeah,
it
you
is,
gotta
it is,
right now, bro.
it is nothing but
It's the same thing if
sexualized.
you're
It's the
riding with a
whole.
nigga,
It's
though.
a sexualized dance, regardless of
Okay.
how it was a.
All right.
You think a dancer made it
wait,
like?
hold
Oh,
on.
hold on, this is a regular dance move?
Well,
Nah.
technically it was.
Hold on.
Nah.
We all know how us guys feel about it, right? Let's see what they feel about it. To be honest, because like this, I want to see their perspective in this. So, what you guys think about girls twerking like in the internet and whatnot? Like, do you think like is sexualized and like in those aspect of how we saying it, whatever, or no? Like, what?
Anything and everything is sexualized anymore. So it's really dependent on the person and how they view that
Okay.
anything really. Because it is just a dance. It's only sexual until you sexualize it, I
True.
guess.
True. Okay.
Because like the same twerk
Kyrie?
that let's say you see at a Rihanna concert, it's not gonna be the same twerk you see at the club. You feel me? But it's still a
No.
twerk.
Yeah.
So it's like the dance itself shouldn't be sexualized. It should be the intent behind it, or like you trying to throw that ass back on somebody.
Nah, I'm hard headed. It's sexualized.
I'm the
Nah,
same
I'm
way,
not
bro.
doing. I'm not doing that. We're not. We're
Let's
not.
say your daughter wants to be a dancer, right? Her routine's
She
probably gonna be a
does.
twerk.
Oh,
'cause
she
of
can
how big
dance.
it
No,
is,
it's
you
not.
feel me?
No, it's not. There's
What
so
you
many
mean?
other dance. There's
Bro, did
so
you not
many
see
other.
that
I was
Netflix,
about to,
that
bro.
Netflix show with the
There's
kids where they
so
were like
many.
going crazy
There's
because the
so
kids were twerking?
many
It's a
other.
part of a routine.
There is this
No,
dancer
there's
named
so
Paris.
many other dances, bro.
There
that
is
they
this
could do.
dancer. There's this dancer named Paris. I don't know her last name, but I think she's European. She's not American. She's European. She the whole dance for Rihanna's Super Bowl. She created that whole shit. That entire routine. She made it, yo. Shout out to her. She's fucking genius. But what gets me mad now, back in the days when they used to rehearse and practice, it was just clothing. Let's look at clothing wise now. It's just regular clothes,
It's
big shirt, big sweats. Dancer, they fold one up, whatever. They pull one up. They had a sport bra on, whatever. Now, whenever I had to unfollow because it was like if my wife was to watch this, she'd think I'm looking at something else. And I'm like, no, this is a dancing studio. I had to unfollow this dancing studio page that I used to follow when I used to be into Step Up a lot. And all the female dancers in there, all they wear is the shorts, so short that it might as well just be panties.
Because at the end of the day, social media knows you're gonna click on it.
Yo, and
Yeah.
it's like, all right, this is getting annoying now. I was here for the dances, like genuinely. Like I'm like, yo, I was here just for the dancing. What the fuck's going on right now? And I unfollowed.
Mhm.
One of my
Not a
friends
lot of
called.
people would.
One of my friends called me gay.
Yeah.
Legit. This is the Bronx. He was like, yo, well, he used the F word, but I'm not gonna say that. But he was like, yo, you gay, and I'm like, well, nigga, I'm here for dancing. I don't care about none of this. Yeah, I don't care about none of this. Anorexic girls in here. What the hell? I don't care. Like,
Anorexic is crazy.
It's just like how
No,
my
they were
my
really
favorite.
skinny.
Just like how
I'm
one of
not
my
like-
favorite rappers said, "Money ain't the root of all evil. Attention is now." You heard?
Oh yeah.
100%. It's definitely social
Attention
media.
is, bro.
Okay,
Attention is
yeah.
make girls
Right.
do
Oh,
wild things.
You backstage? You
You know what I'm
backstage?
saying?
You
But
back, Bob?
I'm still on
You're barely
mobile.
back.
I'm still on
Huh?
mobile. I've just known that we've been on for about an hour, and I know certain people here have endeavors to do in the morning, early in the morning. So if you want to leave, it is okay. I will get the live back on so we could do like a little after show type of thing going on for a couple hours since we had so many people. But if you have to leave, it is perfectly okay, and I still love you.
I feel like that's a shot to Carrie right now. Like,
Feel
why is
such
he
a
doing?
sorry
You know
for her.
what? Give him an F. You know what? Tell us the story of his English. How? Because he doesn't know how to
Oh,
spell
God.
official. If you look at our Twitter page, that was all Sage. He
I
put a
didn't even know
fickle
you guys had a Twitter
instead of a
page. I have to
he,
check that
he put a
out.
he put a fickle, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, official, a fickle. I was
It's crazy.
for real. I'm legit. I'm like a fickle, and then I hit him up. I'm like, yo, did you know you put a fickle instead of official? And he put I can't
Hey.
spell, and I'm like, is
tell
it
ya.
that bad though, bro? Like, yo,
I'll tell you one funny story. So one time we was in Carrie, she did this thing at the end of our senior year where she was doing cinema through literature. So we used to watch famous movies, and then she'll bring literature aspects into it and stuff like that, which was really cool. So one of them was Star Wars, right? And it wasn't a
Mm.
shocker because she loves
He's a
Star
nerd for that
Wars.
stuff. You know that.
And
Star Wars.
she loves Harrison Ford. So I'm
the
sitting there. There
OG.
was a old friend I used to have, and he goes, man, doesn't Harrison Ford look gay in that costume? And I go, yeah, he looks wild gay. He gets up and he goes, ooh, Miss such and such. He said that Harrison Ford is gay. And then you would think this would be the time, right? Where I have some crazy comeback. But in
Nope.
front of Carrie, I get so scared because she has such like a strong presence. My rebuttal was, no, I just think his outfit's gay. And I thought that was okay.
Like I said,
I
you
thought
No, that was no, that didn't help you at all. That didn't
So
help.
she was like, so she literally was like, for the next 3 days, you're getting a 0. So I walked into class, and when she saw me, she goes 0, and I had a 0. I had a 0. And I'm not gonna lie, that's not why I failed English. I'm not gonna lie, those zeros didn't do anything to my
Lying
pending
ass. That's
failure
exactly why
of the
you
grade
failed.
I was doing. Like,
The 20. It's
I was never like I was failing regardless.
This
She was
one
just
is
adding
crazy.
it. She was just adding it.
but
But
then he used to bring me coffee and a bagel every once in a while. So, you know.
To get
Oh
it like
my
at least a
God.
65. He
Oh,
was trying to
you
pass
got
with a
pissed up.
65.
Nah, 65
Nah,
is crazy for English.
I only did that, right? I only did that because I kept going to her class late because
Yep.
she wanted me in there early.
Oh, so
And
you
then
might
I
as well
told
get
her,
coffee if you're gonna be late.
and then she told me, she was like, if you're gonna be late, I want an everything bagel with a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a
Damn.
coffee. A
That's
little
how you know
light
what?
on sugar. She used to always say it light on the sugar because one time I brought her a Spanish ass coffee, super fucking sweet. And she was like, oh my God,
the
what
fuck
is
is
this? And I'm
this?
like, that's
And
coffee.
he
And she's like,
still doesn't know me. I don't use sugar at all.
yeah,
Still doesn't know me.
yeah. I try to bring some
Black.
sweetness into my life. You feel me? Like some little,
I'm sweet enough as it is, honey. I didn't need any more sugar.
some little
Ooh.
splendid. You feel me?
Okay,
She
okay,
is.
okay.
Trust me.
That's
I was
it.
getting these comebacks all 4 years of high school, bro. I was never winning. Like it
Damn.
was bad.
Nah.
Sage.
It was bad. We
Not
are-
even
we
in
are
2023 you
Har-
remember
Harrison
how she
Ford
like
is
her
ghetto
coffee.
as fuck.
Crazy.
Yep.
Not gonna
Love
lie,
it, man.
Harrison Ford is ghetto as fuck. Like if he pulls up to the Bronx, he'll be good.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I swear to God, he's ghetto
fit
as
it right
shit.
in.
telling you, she
Yo, what?
capes. She capes for Harrison so bad. Like I remember one time he crashed his helicopter, right, and landed it like in another land ship or something like that. And I told Carrie, she's like, at least he landed it. I was like, oh my God, can this guy do anything wrong in your eyes?
The only thing
She's
he did
l-
wrong was marry Callista Flockhart. Yeah.
Yeah, she said that all the time too. She said that all the time. You used to say that all the time too. We are live again, boys and girls. I'm so sorry for all
She's-
that. My
She's
PC
she's
sucks.
the worst. She's worse than me, Sage.
What, and loving Harrison Ford? I didn't know
No,
you love Harrison
nigga,
Ford.
huh?
You-
Calm down.
You love Harrison Ford?
I
bro?
love man, but not in that way. But listen,
Uh,
caping, sir.
That was.
I thought that was.
yeah, worse.
thought it was a
She's
subject.
super. Like you have no idea. Like I bought her a cardboard cutout one time for her birthday of Harrison Ford, and her reaction had her class like thinking like she was getting attacked by a mall of spiders. Like it was
What the hell?
insane. Like she bugged
She was
out. Like
yelling?
I didn't even know it was gonna be that great. Like I thought she was like, oh my God, I thought she was gonna touch it and
Does she-
stuff.
do
You
you
know,
still have it
regular
or no?
stuff.
No,
Yes,
it
it's in
got
the.
destroyed. It got destroyed.
Who
I
the
can see his
fuck
face.
did it? Who the
Look
fuck?
at
What
Sage's face. He
pubescent
said
fucktard
Yeah.
in that ghetto ass school did that shit?
It was
Under
actually her.
food
It was
stamps,
actually it was actually her
fucking-
husband. She brought it home and he got tight because she
There you
looked
go.
at Harrison Ford more than him.
Punch the head
Oh
off.
yeah,
Punch the head right off of
Oh
it,
my
bro.
god.
yeah.
Oh
She
my
he was
God, no.
heartbroken that she chose an actor instead of a musician. That's why he was.
No,
just
I tell you what.
destroyed.
I think he accepted it because not for nothing. When I first knew Kevin, he had like a nice little small cut haircut, right? He looked like a regular New York guy, right? He rode his bike. He used to ride his bike from Manhattan
Who's
to
Kevin?
the Bronx. That's her husband. He used to
Oh.
ride his bike, right? And then over the years, I'm seeing pictures of him, and he looks more and more and more like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What
Like
the
it's
fuck?
so
I'm
insane.
fucking
Like
crying.
like he's
He's got the long hair, the
literally
beard.
he's one little boy in a desert away from finding him for being Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like it's so crazy. Like he's one lava battle saying you were the chosen one from being Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like it's so insane, guys. Like it's so wild. But again, I do say this thing: if you have to go, I understand. And it's
I
okay.
do appreciate it. And as much as I'm enjoying myself, I do get up at 5 in the morning. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
think
that-
maybe
but
I
that-
will sign up and let the young guys and girls, have fun. The old fart
Oh,
can leave now.
I was gonna say
Carrie,
not
come
for
by-
nothing. I
Come
gotta
back
do the same
anytime.
thing.
This is
Come back
awesome. Thank
anytime.
you so much, guys, for having me. I really appreciate it. It was
Thank you
great
for
to-
joining. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining.
No, thank you for
It was
coming.
fun.
Thank you for
Appreciate it
joining.
for joining.
All
It
right,
was
bye,
fun.
guys.
Bye bye.
Have a good
Later,
one.
Carrie.
I'm
All
not
right.
gonna, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do the
Abby's
same
leaving us
thing.
as well.
Yeah,
Abby's leaving us
yeah,
as well. All right, Kimberly, are you leaving us as well?
I don't know. Do you need me anymore?
I don't, my darling. It was a pleasure having you guys over here. We do not need you here. We're literally just gonna do fan service. Probably shoot the shit. Talk about grabbing pussies, something like that.
Okay, all right, bro.
Relax, Donald Trump.
For real.
Donald Trump.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for
Awesome.
joining.
Well,
Thank you so
pleasure.
much, Kimberly.
Kimberly,
Have a
yeah,
good
I
one.
know.
Boys,
All right.
before we leave, Abby, thank you guys so much. Everybody that came out here to shout out and say what's up, man. I appreciate you guys. We had
Love chat.
we had at most we had like 14 people. Like I was
It
so
was-
sick of
Nah,
that
I
PC.
saw
I saw-
17, bro. It was
That was
17.
lit.
It was
The
so
last
good.
time I
was
saw it
so
said
good.
15. The last time I was looking at it.
Yeah.
It was so good. Like guys, everybody came out. They were laughing. I hope you guys had a good time. And if you guys were offended, it's all jokes. I swear to God, it's
Yeah.
all fucking jokes.
Sorry, Sage had to blue screen. You feel me?
That was insane.
We
That
kept the
was
conversation
wild.
going, though.
No,
Achilles- Achilles
honestly,
got it.
that's
Yeah.
yo. I'm so
Ambi was. Ambi had
W
it
for
too.
that.
I had to keep it
W
going,
for
bro.
that.
That would have been
Yeah,
awkward to
too.
stop.
W for that
Yeah, that'd have been
Soto.
mad.
W Ambi, but big.
Next
big-
time, Riverside.
Yeah, we had enough people
Achilles.
for Riverside, bro.
Let me tell you something, bro. Achilles said this. He said, "Yo, do you think your PC is gonna die?" And what did I tell you? I said, "Bob, if my PC dies, I need you to push the conversation. Do what you
Who's
do.
gonna
What
push the
you gotta
conversation
do,
anyway?
and
Oh,
keep
yeah.
it going." And
we
I'm
were
coming in
we
here-
were on you for like 10
Yeah.
seconds. Like, yo, did he just freeze?
We were like, yo,
Yeah, we
hit
was-
the
yeah,
He
phone,
was like
bro,
this.
and then you left, and we were like, all right, back
Yeah,
to
he was exactly like that. He was like
Yeah, it
he
was
just
wild.
stopped.
Nah, it was
I was
wild.
like, oh, you catching a
that
stroke, my
shit called me
nigga?
like that shit called me lacking, bro. That
So
shit called
well,
me
my
lacking, bro.
wife texted me. She was like, "Did y'all finish?" I'm like, "No, we're still going. The
No,
live
we're
is
still
off." And I'm like, "Oh, his computer fucked up. His computer fucked
I
up."
did a oopsie, guys. I did a oopsie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My computer. Next time, Beba's doing this shit with her fucking fancy ass PC. She's
Yeah, with
coming
her,
in here.
with her
not saying a word.
$100,000 PC.
But
$100,000
I
is
feel
pissed.
like I'm not gonna hold y'all, son, and I'll leave this to what you guys saying, the viewers as well watching right now.
Should I end the recording?
No, keep it going.
Nah, yeah, keep it going. keep it
Okay,
going.
but I just want to say this live turnout, like it turned out really well. Like
I'm
are
liking
we-
these lives. I'm not gonna lie.
Are we doing a bro talk kick? Like I mean, I
Thank
could
me
keep it on the
later.
Sage Realm. I could keep it on the Sage Realm, you feel me? Like if y'all want, but we can make a bro talk kick, get these things going. We won't get subs and all that stuff, but you know. Well, we'll have to work on that. Ambi knows a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy.
I know it's another guy. Yeah.
That knows 75 other guys. That knows.
You mean that knows 250 guys?
Yeah, you feel me? Like, so like I appreciate like everybody here. Like Papi Shampoo, I'm giving flowers all around. Papi Shampoo, good job. bro. Honestly, from last episode to now, you've been on
Great.
point. You
Totally different
Yeah.
character. Totally different character.
Didn't
Definitely.
Totally
He
different
did his
character.
fix your
hair.
bed.
I noticed his hair from before. He did his hair.
You see
thing.
how like now it's more like
Nice.
controlled Brillo, like the real
Yeah.
good Brillos that you got in your like.
It's
He
crazy.
doesn't have. He doesn't have.
Control
He
below.
doesn't have
What-
random shit on top of his bed
What is that shit
now.
with the smiley face?
I know,
The good daddy.
Yeah, it's like a good daddy right there. You feel me? But like, yo, Soto, bro, you did really good, pa. Like honestly,
Bro,
I was so
appreciate
worried.
shit.
I was
This-
so worried about
yeah.
you, but you
I
did
was
your
ready
shit,
to go
pa.
daddy with it. Let me eat that ass.
Yo, kid.
Like, nah,
My little white
Nah,
little
guys,
queen, you know what I mean?
round of applause, Ambi. I know you have to go, bro, so I won't keep you here much longer. We'll stay on here for a little bit more longer until I guess Achilles. You can end it here. Like you can end it here.
Yeah, now it's just live.